Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Marchich here with your outlook for May 17th, 2017. For your Wednesday, we have a very strong ridge now in place over the region. This is going to be supplying some very warm, if not hot, air over the next couple of days, and a large part driven by this area for this high pressure that is now becoming a Bermuda high well offshore. This is going to anchor itself out in this region, and temperatures today will be in the upper 80s, in some places near 90, further south and east. And then if you haven't gotten into, have not hit the 90-degree mark on today, you will have a better opportunity for that to happen tomorrow, as we have temperatures going up about another 2 or 3 degrees from what they were today. Also increasing is the humidity. We'll have the humidity increasing today, and even more so by Thursday, and this ridge will be intact through that period. Going a bit forward from this point, actually, let me get to the temperatures here. Here's what we're looking like for temperatures today. Again, upper 80s across much of the region, and then closer to the 90s right along the I-95 corridor from New York to Philadelphia to Baltimore to Washington. I do think they go up another 2 degrees, maybe 3 degrees for highs. Difference between Wednesday and Thursday's forecast is what I'm trying to spit out here. Going back to the global models, we're going to go forward from this point now, and we'll get all the way through Thursday. Here's a look at later in the day on Thursday. Again, no precipitation for this entire period as that ridge continues to remain in place and high pressure still offshore. And then we get to Friday, we'll have the opportunity for an isolated shower or thunderstorm. This is going to be a very low chance, though. As we go over to the NAM Future Simulated Radar, I'm going to start this off here at 8 a.m. on Friday. Just watch this radar. I'm going to move it from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And here's the future radar. This is going in 3-hour increments here, and a bunch of nothing. Okay, so the NAM is not on board for any thunderstorm activity or even showers in the vicinity here on Friday. So it might be another dry day, another day that we have temperatures that are going to soar well into the 80s, if not coming close to the 90-degree mark once again. So you could have in areas down here by Philadelphia, if it does reach 90 today, you do have an opportunity, an outside chance of having an actual heat wave, which is 3 or more consecutive days of 90 or higher. And I do see that possibility from places like around the Newark area, New York City area, down here around the Philadelphia metro, and also down here by Baltimore and Washington. And again, the front has already slowed up enough that it's going to be coming through in the afternoon. So I do think you have the opportunity, at least in those areas, to have a day much like today with temperatures. So if you do hit 90 today, you have a chance of doing that again on Friday, and Thursday will be the peak heating day of that 3-day period. Going forward from this point now, if this one doesn't get you on Friday with an isolated shower or thunderstorm that we're going to leave in the forecast for now, just in case, even though the NAM's not in agreement, the next one that will hit you will most likely be on Monday. So here's a look at Saturday, high pressure building in. Mostly sunny day here, it looks like here on Saturday. Temperatures will be much lower. We're going to be back into the 70s, low to mid 70s across the region for the entire weekend, it looks like. And then we're going to have to watch Sunday a little bit. Sunday has this high pressure moving offshore right to a position right about here. No precipitation in our coverage area, but you will have an onshore flow here. You might provide more clouds and sun for at least our eastern sections. We'll have to keep an eye on this and see how strong this gets, and the exact position of this high pressure, which will dictate how much cloud cover you get here on Sunday. So it could be partly to mostly cloudy on Sunday as a result of that onshore flow, but temperatures will still be just like Saturday in the low to mid 70s across the coverage area. And then once we get into Monday, here comes the showers and thunderstorms that'll come in later in the day. I do think it warms up a little bit into at least the upper 70s to near 80 on Monday before this cold front comes through. And then once it does, we get a cool, refreshing northwesterly breeze coming in here for Tuesday as we turn to partly cloudy skies, and temperatures back down to near normal for this time of year by the time we get to Tuesday. I'm Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Marchich. That is your outlook for May 17th, 2017. Have a great Wednesday.